or like find out what it is. Like I'll dig and I'll do. That's why I'm good at doing the 2 Men in a Truck stuff, because I'm not like weird around people. Like I'm very aware of myself. I'm very aware of their attitude and their like, you know, their vibe as a person, and I know what they want, and I know like the, you know, it's just, and I'm not like nervous or anything. Like I can talk to anybody that way, and just like, hey, you know, like I'm an actual human being, not like a salesman or like somebody who's, I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess. Like I'm just me around people.
Yeah.
I don't have to put up any kind of act.
And that being said, you've done it multiple times, so you know how to be comfortable in that situation. The people that you're meeting have a need, and you're there to meet that need. So it kind of puts you in a situation where you're you kind of have a heightened power dynamic, right? You know, going into the situation, this person has something that they want from you, and you've been trained how to fulfill that need per se, which is really, I mean, one of the strengths of, you know, I've watched a few things where it talks about, you know, guys just even and going out there and dating, right? And going out there and just getting used to going out and talking to people, getting over that whole fear of rejection that we all have. You know, and I think it served me well. I mean, you know, just going out there, meeting people, you know, starting to see new people, different things like that. And it really can help you as far as getting into healthy relationships and kind of weeding stuff out, just getting out there and starting to meet new people, really.
Yeah, it's hard. I've been doing it. I've shut myself away for a while. You know, I work a lot, and that takes a lot of my energy to deal with other human beings outside of it. It really does. Like I want time for me after I spend time with just these dozens and dozens of people all the time, that it's just, I don't know how to explain it. I like to just be by myself in those other times that aren't, you know, all constantly needing me to be, you know, awake and present and there and charming and all this other stuff, I guess. Like, I just get to sit there and tickle my balls. You know what I mean?
Wait, so when you go out and meet people on at work, you just tickle your balls?
No, I do that when I'm at home alone. Like, I was just doing a callback that you fucking missed. But it's fine.
Right. So you actually
Moving
do
on.
that? You said earlier you didn't do that.
Because I don't. I was just making a joke.
You don't do that? Who doesn't do that?
No.
Men, if you're listening, men, I need you to come to my aid. How many times when nobody else is around do you like, I don't know, like just like rub your own balls? So, like, while you're thinking about that, ladies and gentlemen, we need to take a small break. And I got to use the restroom real quick. So, you are listening to the Dapper Baboon Call-In Show. We are going to play a quick commercial break while I use the restroom. If you want to come to my defense and tell me that, yes, you too, you have been suppressing this knowledge for so long, and you want to agree with me that you too tickle your balls while you're just sitting watching Rick and Morty or watching any other regular TV show, American Idol, whatever, whether you're watching the nightly news, it doesn't matter. But if you want to call in, that number is 914-205-5427, 914-205-5427. Remember to press the number 1 when you call in. And we are on the Third Eye Political Radio Network, so we're going to play a quick commercial for them, and we'll see you in about 1 minute.
You're listening to Third Eye Political Radio, and we really appreciate you joining us. And when you have a moment, why don't you check out our sister station, Heart Over Ego Radio, where we offer a lineup of shows that are guaranteed to raise your vibrations and guide you into your best life. We offer shows on Sundays, Everyday Psychic Radio, Mondays, The Alchemy Sisters. Tuesdays, Radical Spirituality. And on Wednesdays, All for One is Love. And then we close out the week on Fridays with Rain Radio. Amazing shows produced for you 5 days a week, only on Blog Talk Radio. That's right, it's our sister station, Heart Over Ego Radio.
And I think that's the commercial. I usually walk somewhere and do something. But I didn't. I sat there and I listened to it, and that was fantastic.
It was fantastic, wasn't it?
What up, Bosa?
Hey, I timed that pretty decent, all right?
No.
No. That was a longer than normal urination. I think I would have been on it.
Was it? 914-205-5427.
You know the number by heart now? I'm so proud of you.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's a number. It's funny because I have a buddy who like keeps calling in and he'll pop up for a minute and he'll be there for like a few seconds and it pops back off. I don't know what's going on with it. But yeah.
Like I can't figure it out, Bo. This thing keeps asking me to press 1. I ain't got a 1 button on my phone.
No, I do not know how to work it.
My phone starts at 2. What do I do, man?
What did we do? Yeah, man. So, how's life at the moment?
It's all right, I guess. Just trying to be successful all the time.
Isn't that difficult? That's what sucks about sales. You got to be on it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, normally it's easy. I don't really have a problem with it, but it's keeping everything else intact. Like, I want to go to the gym every morning too, and sometimes I can for like a week or 2 in a row, and then everything's like, oh man, fuck this. This is too much all the time. Like waking up at 5 a.m. and not getting back home till 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then just only getting like, you got to get up at 5 o'clock the next morning, so you have to go to bed at like 10. So you only get like 3 or 4 hours to just yourself to do things and be with your kid or do whatever. And then it's back to doing it again. So it's just a lot to do constantly all the time without like taking time for yourself to just kick it and, create stuff or whatever you got to do.
Yeah, it is like that. It's like that with me, too. It's like I'm either at the gym every day for a whole week or on my diet like hardcore, or I'm just like eating whatever I want and not going to the gym. Like there's no in between.
Yeah, I mean, once you get to a point where you can make it, it's like you can do it 3 days a week. That's not a huge problem. I mean, you're just going to not have results or as quickly as you want. It's just going to take longer. Or, I mean, it's all about doing it that first time. Like, that first push-up, as long as you decide to do it, at least one. Just do one. And then you're like, fuck it, let's do 2. Like, and you just do 2, and then eventually you're, like, working yourself up to where if you can just complete those 2 is not that much to ask from yourself. So you just sit down, you do 2. And maybe for a whole week you do 2, just because you're just trying to get yourself there. And you're like, you know what? 2's seeming real easy now in your head. Because when you first started doing 2, it was like, ugh, I don't want to do this. But now you've gotten so used to programming yourself to do 2 that it's so easy you start to think, well, I could do like 5. So you do 5 real quick, and you're like, okay, that felt pretty good. You're like, I'm going to do 5 again. And then you just keep doing that, and you keep building yourself up to where you've trained yourself to do something, whether it be a push-up or anything. Or, you take that glass of water and you drink it, and you're like, okay, I just committed to that 1 glass of water. Or even just a couple sips. Like I said, you don't have to go to a whole fucking glass. You can just do like a big old gulp of water. You got to commit to a gulp of water. It'll eventually become ridiculous to yourself that you can't settle for a gulp. You can't be honest to yourself for a gulp. and you'll start to take that gulp of water, and then you just keep going. Like I said, it's just a process. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean. Hey, you want to hear something I'm really proud of?
What?
I used to be the type person who struggled to do like 5 to 10 push-ups. But like I can straight up do like 30 push-ups.
On your knees?
No, like real push-ups. I'm not saying that like I do the best form every single time I go down, but I get in a rhythm and I can do like 30 and then like take a small break and do another 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I've done sets all the way into the thousands before. Not at one time, like throughout the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm nowhere near on that level. I'm just saying that's like a big accomplishment for me.
Oh, I'm not anymore. Like I said, that was just like the day. Like if you go through every, like, oh, if you did that all day, bro, like.
Thanks, Dave. I'm sitting here like, oh, I could do 30 push-ups, and I'm up from like 5 to doing 30 push-ups. You're like, I could do like 1,000.
I can, but it's over the course of like 14 hours. I do 1,000. Like so, if you. That's what I'm saying. Every day, like start in the morning, do 30, and then whenever you think about it or feel like it, do 30 again, or even plan times to do 30. Like, oh, and I'm going to go do 30. And then eventually at the end of the day, you've accumulated like 680 push-ups. You know what I mean? Like it just happens.
Yeah. One of these days. You know what sucks about doing push-ups? The hardest thing about doing push-ups is really like holding yourself up. Like I get to the point to where like doing push-ups, like I can do the push-ups no problem, but like my fucking core hurts from like planking.
Well, that's what you need to do then. Just sit there and hold yourself up. Don't do any push-ups.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why don't I just do push-ups too, and then I get like double the workout, different fucking muscles.
Do you? I mean, how do you know? You've never tried it.
Well, I've done planks before.
Yeah,
Planks
but I mean, you said the thing that gets tired, the thing that's the hardest is doing the planking part and holding yourself up. So why not just get really good at the planking part? Then by the time you go to do push-ups, that planking part's just something that's already super strong, and now you got to focus on the stuff that, you know, the other thing.
Yeah. It's a good point.
So when your body goes to use your core, you know, it's like your core's not weak. It's like real strong from doing it, and it just reacts. So now other muscles are working, like shoulders and chest and arms and these things because your core doesn't have to support all the strength for it at this point because you've already got it trained. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. I don't know, man. I think I got the coronavirus, so. I want to be the first confirmed case of coronavirus in Ohio.
I was thinking that I could, come get some of my blood. I bet you I could cure it. I bet you if I went around licking people with coronavirus's foreheads, they'd be better in like 2 to 3 hours.
Really? You're like the cure for coronavirus?
I just think that my immune system is strong enough to defeat the coronavirus. I think that if they took some of my blood and they put it into the antidote, it would make it powerful, and it would just cure it instantly almost.
How do you feel about the coronavirus? Are you concerned? Are you worried?
I mean, the way that I truly feel is I hope it's the zombie thing. I hope it's the thing that starts zombies and that we go into this thing that they've been planning and plotting for years and years and years and years, getting us ready for it, and we could just have a full-on fucking zombie war, dude.
Why do you feel that? I mean, are you ready? Are you prepared? Are you stockpiled? Are you ready for the boogaloo?
I'm ready, dude.
Do you know what the boogaloo is?
You don't even have to be ready. I know that at one point all the bullets are going to run out. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be eventually every bullet will have been shot, and then you're going to have to start using like rakes and fucking bats and you know made stuff. So it's like I'm ready to go, dude. All the way up to the motherland,
you're gonna be dead. It's not the zombies you have to worry about. If The Walking Dead has taught us anything, it's the other people you got to worry about.